Now it's kind of like, because we don't have time for everything in the episode 16, but because we did the Prem predictions, now we're gonna do the Bundesliga, La Liga, and Liga NOS. Just a
Yeah.
quick recap of who we think's gonna win and some opinions on it.
Yeah,
I
and
like to. Oh, sorry.
we'll go in depth in later episodes with these,
Yes.
right? I mean,
Eh,
as the seasons kind of pep up, expect a whole lot more that we talk about. But yeah, go ahead, start. Sorry.
Nah, no worries. Exactly. La Liga. With La Liga, I'm gonna go safe here. I'm gonna say it's not safe. Would be Atletico. So I'm gonna go Barcelona. I think Barcelona are gonna win La Liga. Why?
Okay.
Attention is focused on Messi. Okay, Messi has something to prove. There's no stars in the league. Okay, this is in a situation that Mbappe isn't going to Real Madrid. Okay, because if Mbappe is going to Real Madrid, Real Madrid are favorites. But in case that doesn't happen, I think Barcelona, even Depay is showing signs of being a world-class player at Barcelona. So Aguero, him being there too, maybe it can be 20 goals a season too.
Yep.
So yeah, I think it's going to be a very good season. I think Pedri and De Jong going to step up. Ronald Araújo, Eric Garcia. It's going to be a rebuild, but I feel like they're good enough to win the league. And Griezmann, like this, we need to put the spotlight on Griezmann because Griezmann is at the age that he should be winning titles. And if Griezmann is world class and a player of 120 million, he needs to start winning. Okay, with Barcelona, he can't be the one that says, "Oh, I'm dependent on others." Yeah, right. A player that costs 120 million is dependent on others. No, you can't be. Need to show signs of building up, in my opinion. So stepping up, and sorry. So Griezmann, step up.
Gareth Bale is dependent on nobody. Hey, if you're gonna bring up Barcelona, and I almost could hear like the seeds of doubt as you were listing those defenders, right? I like Ronald Araujo. I like Oscar Mingueza. I like Eric Garcia, but I don't think they're ready to. I mean, it's going to be all offense that keeps Barcelona in the running. Let's be honest. Okay, so that's why, yeah, I got to take the safe pick, and I'm going to go with Atletico. Okay, and really, that DePaul signing to me was just, I think it's going to be the freaking steal of the transfer window. Okay, or one of them. I mean, 35 million euros.
I agree.
And while Barca and Real are figuring things out and maybe a little more hamstrung on the transfer front, although that $3 billion injection from CVC Capital Partners is going to help very nicely for the whole league, I must say. I think we talked about this previously. Atletico has this core, right? This core that they've preserved, and hopefully they can blood a few of their young guns, like the younger Simeone coming through right now. But like they've got this core that I don't think has been disturbed too much this offseason. I think only Vitolo has left. So I just believe that they might even be stronger than last year when all is said and done. So I can't bet against them right now. But yeah, I mean, Barcelona with Messi, Depay, Aguero, Pedri, Ansu coming back from injury. My God, that'll be awesome. So La Liga expected to be close, but Atletico wins for me.
So we're showing no hope to Real Madrid, no hope to Ancelotti.
Which virtually guarantees they win.
I'm with you. I don't think Real Madrid are going to go for it too without Mbappe. Okay, Bundesliga now. So who do you got?
Well, Bundesliga, I can't look past Bayern. But Julian Nagelsmann is a tinkerer. A tinkerer? Is that a thing? That's a thing. He is a tinkerer.
Tinker in Irish means something different, I'll be honest.
Oh, crap. Whoops. Well, that whatever that is, I don't mean it. But yeah, he's a tactician. Yeah, he's a smart guy. He's sometimes almost too smart for his own good. Bayern already has the pieces probably to repeat, right, for like a bazillionth time. So really, Kimmich, Lua, Muller. I mean, this almost feels like that kind of swan song or that like last hurrah, maybe. But then you also have these guys coming through like a Musiala who could have a bigger. They kept Coman too. I mean, they haven't gotten rid of him yet. Alphonso Davies coming back to full form, and as we saw, he's on the Leon Goretzka diet. I mean, just these guys are primes. They're ready to go. But I've got a couple contenders, in Dortmund who want something to do, but they need like a center back overhaul for that to happen. And I'm going to throw my dark horse.
Jesse March. I feel it.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm not even going to talk about him, and I really should. No, my dark horse. You ready for this? My dark horse is Bayer Leverkusen. Okay. Bayer Leverkusen had, let's see, they're the third best defense in the Bundesliga last year. Okay. Only conceding 39 goals. They've kept Tapsoba, right? And they brought in this Odolan Kosunu. So they're a little thin at center back. But that kind of forms their, solid. They got Frimpong coming through that should be healthy enough to play and really do well. They've just got a lot of interesting parts. They lost Leon Bailey, but should be able to spend that money wisely. You've got a healthy Ezekiel Palacios. You've got a healthy Paulinho that hopefully can do something. And you still have Florian Wirtz, Patrick Schick, and Moussa Diaby.
It's a good team.
This is a good team.
It's a good team.
So that's my dark horse, but I do think Bayern's going to win it.
Well, that team, now that you're mentioning, they might end up ahead of Leipzig. That is not bold to say. Like, that's a pretty good team, especially after the Euros that Schick had.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Bayern. Okay, I love Nagelsmann. I love his style of play. I think he's a Wonderkid coach for sure. He's a phenom. The pressure, how he puts pressure on one side and enables the ball to go to the other side. It's just beautiful to watch. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna go Nagelsmann winning the league. But if there's someone that can overthrow him, is another Wonderkid of his own, and that's Haaland. So I do expect Haaland becoming the top goal scorer in the Bundesliga. But I got here in my notes, guys, please watch out for Leipzig. Okay, they're going to be in a rebuild. But a player like André Silva just landed in Leipzig. You got Brian Brobby there. Okay, so if André Silva is landing, what's going to happen with Brobby? Gvardiol, fantastic center back too. Szoboszlai is going to finally play, Dominic Szoboszlai, and Simakan, center back, sorry.
Yeah.
He's really good. He's really good too. So it's going to be a rebuild season, but it's interesting to watch, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, that roster is just so deep. And it's just whether or not, like, you're probably like a Bayern injury away from Leipzig taking over. But it's just so deep at every. Jesse Marsh has walked in and he's probably like, this is amazing. Yeah. So I will be really interested to see what Leipzig can do this year. I'm hoping my man Tyler Adams has a phenomenally healthy and productive season. But like, there's just so many good players in Leipzig. So yeah, we'll see. But, all right. Well, we're running out of time. Do you want to quickly?
We're still chill.
Okay,
but how do you like, even with Malen? Like, if Malen performs with the goals that we saw him in the Eredivisie, Malen might I don't know. But yeah, we do need to talk about Liga NOS, so we can go through there. So as an American fan, like, what are your thoughts?
On what? Liga, oh goodness, on Liga NOS. I mean, just to go back quickly to that Malen statement, right? I think he is going to have a good season, and I think the big key there is how productive a Gio Reyna can be this year, and how productive Axel Witsel, Jude Bellingham type of, whatever you call it, like a rotating eight or whatever Marco Rose likes to use, how well that kind of comes together, because a healthy Witsel is a happy Borussia Dortmund, in my opinion. So that'll be really interesting to watch. But in Liga NOS, yeah, I mean, from a perspective, I'm looking at this and I don't see flashy signings. This is very different, obviously, than dealing with all the crazy young talent going into League One or into La Liga or into the Bundesliga. But by all means, I think Benfica is doing the right things in the transfer market to give Sporting a run. I still think Sporting, somehow they held on to Pot. They held on to, so far, Nuno Mendes, right?
Yeah,
And
true.
I think Benfica, though, with their additions, are going to be a whole lot closer at the top, and might even eke it out in the end. But I'm pretty sure that's against what you think.
Well, what I saw yesterday was João Mário changing the whole vibe at Benfica. Like, the Benfica I saw yesterday was one of the best Benficas I've seen the past year. Okay? Like, João Mário, this is what people don't understand when they see a player like João Mário, because he doesn't have a lot of goals and a lot of assists. He makes things happen. He's a facilitator. Okay, João Mário is the key of Benfica this season. In 70 passes, he misses 5. Okay, and that is special, and that provides a lot of quality ball possession, and that's what Benfica needed. Like, and the only thing that I'm still on the fence was Yaremchuk coming, because now they have so many strikers that or they sell. I still haven't seen anyone going. Carlos Vinicius does a lot of news, but I feel like they'll end up in second, and I'm going to go with Ruben Amorim because I trust Ruben. I love Ruben Amorim. The style of play, and this is what's very underrated, and I know we'll have English listeners listening to this, and this is important because I think Ruben Amorim is going to the Prem soon. I feel like Sporting will win the league again, and Premier League teams will be saying, "Now, who's this guy? 36 years old, winning the Portuguese league twice, and in one season Benfica injected 100 million. What is this guy doing? What is this guy doing? And what he's doing is he has a healthy environment at Sporting, and in a healthy environment, you're gonna have players like Nunes, players like Bot flourishing because they're with the right mindset, the right people. This is a talk that you can talk about football or even with Google. Have you seen Google offices? They make the best offices for the best workers to have the best atmosphere because they work the best like that. And that's Sporting. I feel like the environment there is completely changed, and the culture is.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Do we get paid for that Google mention, please?
We do kind of. but that's the truth, and I like to mention too Bot. Bot scored a trivela. Okay, for a trivela is when you score with the outside part of your foot. And what a beautiful goal. Like, if you haven't seen it, like the Sporting match against like last season, the Supertaça last weekend, was you could have seen a lot of players like against Braga. They shown Nunes had a fantastic assist. Bot had a superb goal. And then you saw players like Gonçalo Inácio, that I'm going to mention forward. You got players like Ugarte coming in. Okay. You got Jovan Cabral. Jovan is a proper unit. He's huge. He's a good... And if he gets the decision-making on point, he's going to be a stud. Then you have decision-makings that I love. Eduardo Quaresma going on loan to Tondela. Everything's being well run. And that's why I pick Sporting número 1. And Porto. Like, if you're an outside fan for the Liga NOS is going to be fantastic to watch because you have Sérgio Conceição, extended his stay at Porto. You got Jorge Jesus that has to prove himself this season at Benfica, and you got a Wonderkid coach in Ruben Amorim that he's doing wonders at Sporting. So, yeah,
interesting. It seems like it's going to be close again, though. Very close.
Yeah, and Pot will leave. Pot will leave this season. Like, and it'll be for 60, 70 million. It'll be for the same price tag as Bruno Fernandes. Because he's breaking all the records that Bruno made. Like, so, he's proper. He's proper.
All right. Well, I'm excited. I wish I could actually watch it. You know, we don't have any. I don't think we have any way. Actually, if any listeners know of a good way to watch Liga NOS,
it's worth it. It's worth it. And you got Braga becoming getting stronger. Braga managed to sign a player, Mario Gonzalez. Really good player. Fantastic stats he has. Jan Couto, I don't know if he went there, but I like the league. The league is looking pretty good, and players like Tapsoba that you were mentioning at Leverkusen. He was at Vitória de Guimarães before he
Right.
went to Leverkusen. So
And
there's a lot of
isn't there another? Oh, that's in the Belgian league. There's another Tapsoba, but it's not. There's no relation there. But yeah, he's coming through. Well, the one thing I was going to. Oh, I was going to ask something. Oh man, I forgot what I was going to say.
well,
Sorry.
Ruben Emery. It's Ruben Emery
Oh
related.
no, I was going to ask you. Is that Manuel Ugarte? Is that transfer actually done from?
Yes, he's going to Sporting.
it is.
He's going to Sporting.
But
Fantastic deal. Fantastic deal. It's done. It's done. And it's going to be the biggest transfer ever of Famalicão. So Famalicão, club it's a new club here in Portugal. Like, it's doing a pretty good job. Like, they still have Gustavo Assunção there. Like, they got Pedro Marques on loan. I feel like that'll be a good deal too for them.
I saw that.
Like, they're very well run club. Very well. They good decision making. It's all it takes, right? Guess Bot was there. Bot is so good, Brendan. I'm telling you, like the national team, how didn't he even get 5 minutes? Just 5 minutes. And Nuno Mendes is the worst one. Nuno Mendes not getting any minutes. I still PTSD on that.
Well, yeah, you're gonna have a heart attack, Alex. We'll have to we'll come back to this, but it sounds like it's gonna be close in Liga NOS, and